Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know, and it is time for some more of the Overachiever. Yeah, so we're gonna do some games, and we're gonna connect them to retro achievements. And I have not checked at all if any of these games are on the list, except for one of them that I am actually going to skip. For anyone who is watching this after the fact, I just went through my Smash TV tournament match, and I did win. But I expected the match to be an hour earlier than it was. And so my first game was going to be an untimed normal run of Super Smash TV, specifically the US version, because that is the one that is recognized by Retro Achievements. But we're starting almost an hour late. So I'm going to move on to the second game that I have on my list. I hope that's okay. So the theme that I had, except for Smash TV, which was just kind of an incidental thing, the theme that I have for this set is that games that either I had as a kid, that my friends had when I was a kid, or that I rented. You guessed it, when I was a kid. So I'm sure there's plenty more games that I could have picked, but these are the ones that I have selected. Specifically, Super Nintendo games. Also, my controller just turned off. There we go. So let's get the retro achievements going. Make sure that the game is recognized. It is. And so our first game today is going to be a Raiden Trad. So yeah, this is a shmup. One that I rented a few times despite the fact that I was never really that good at it. Hopefully now that I am older, I will be better at it. I'm gonna spend roughly half an hour, but I'm not really like solidly keeping time. We'll just go for an amount of time. How do I exit the demo? Okay, I have to wait until gameplay starts. Okay. I'm giving myself the best chance here. Semi-easy? What? You know what? I'll set it to semi-easy. Man, I have not played this game in ages. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, the main reason I thought of this is that, so Frank-O-Matic has been doing, has been playing through the TurboGrafx 16 library in alphabetical order. Also skipping some certain games, well, let's just say it out loud, ecchi games, because those existed for the TG16/PC Engine. Anyway, one of the games that he played on his last stream was Raiden, which is just, you know, the PC Engine port of this game. This was on a few platforms. I don't know how many. But anyway, here we are at the first boss. Nice and easy. Ba, 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 da, da. I'm definitely not going to clear this game. And if I do, well, congratulations, I've proven myself wrong. Hey, what up? But one thing that I can say for sure is that I have not cleared this game in the past. I'm gonna change to the laser weapon, I think. Yeah, there are two weapons. There's the red and there's the blue, and this is the blue. You upgrade your weapon by collecting more of the same color. Like, I remember as a kid, like, I know I completed a few levels now and then, but like a lot of the time I would not even get through the first level deathless. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't think the purple bendy laser is in this one. I could, of course, be mistaken, but I don't remember there being a purple bendy laser. I do remember seeing the manual for this game and being like, if you're playing two-player and you combine both lasers together, like if they run into each other, crossing the streams effectively, something cool would happen. I don't know what something cool is, because it's never happened to me. Crap. That one's always been a pain. I guess you lose medals when you die. That's okay. Bah. Yeah, a lot of shmups tend to suffer from what a lot of people call Gradius syndrome. Once you've died one time, it's really hard to come back from it. The failure cascade, yeah, pretty much. Oh, fucking. So I get for looking at chat. Oh my goodness. Unless, of course, this happens, you know, just casually upgrading my weapon to max. Ah. I noticed that I'm not able to damage the boss anymore. I don't know what the deal is with that. There we go. Every run is a no speed. Well, I wouldn't really call it a speed run because, like, the game only goes at one speed. I like the little sound effects that BizHawk makes when you're starting a like a leaderboard attempt or connecting to retro achievements. I would really prefer not to switch between weapons all the time, because if you switch weapons, you're not upgrading. I was hoping that it was going to switch to blue before I picked it up there. At least I've got missiles. Oh, what are you? I don't remember ever seeing a fairy flying around. And what is that? This bunch of bonuses I've never seen before. At least I don't remember. Makes me think of a recent video of Newfie Bongas that he was playing B-Wings, which is a shmup for the Nintendo. And he got several power-ups in his run that, like, I knew about after the fact. Like, I looked it up and I've watched some, like, tasks and things. But I've never seen in, like, an actual playthrough. There we go. That one went well. And I should get some medals out of that. 17 of them. Wow. Yeah, given that I'm this far in the game and that I'm only on my second credit, this is probably the best I've ever done. I think there's two different kinds of missiles as well. I've just always been getting the homing ones, which are less powerful, but oh hey, another one of those. Yeah, the homing ones are less powerful, but they home. Thus where their power lies. One up. Ooh, she lagging. I think this is Max Vulcan. Boss incoming. Ah, didn't need to use that bomb after all. Is there anything else? No? Okay. So now I don't have control, because the idea is that we're going to be landing back at the base. Except there's something wrong. I don't remember the entire story of this game, but I do remember this part. I've gotten to this at least once before. Oh no, our base has been attacked. We land here for a second. And then we take to outer space. Kind of wish there was more of a visual of us actually taking off, but, you know, whatever. I don't know where all of these meteors are coming from either. Anyway, this is the maximum laser, I think. There might be like one higher level. Naturally, it doesn't spread as much, but it is going to be more forward powerful. So I think now that, like, since J-Pop mentioned the bendy lasers, I think that that is a thing in other ports of Raiden, or Raiden, I guess you would say. I've always called it Raiden because that's what we called it as kids. We didn't call the moral combatant Raiden, we'd call him Raiden. And they eventually changed the spelling of his name to match. But, yeah, I think the bendy laser is supposed to be a thing. I want to say it wasn't implemented in this port. This feels like a very long stage. Damn it! Just before the boss. And who's the boss, you might ask? It's the Flying Fox again. And I am absolutely going to bomb the crap out of it. I want to say there's only 1 or 2 stages left. I forget how many credits this game gives. I love hearing this music again, though. Ah, it's the enemy base. I see. I don't really remember much of what happens after this, because like I said, I rarely ever have seen past this point. Like, maybe I beat this one time, but I don't think I've ever done it legit. Damn it. Power? I am glad that the game has this little bit balancing mechanic of like, oh, okay, so you're at minimum power at this point in the game. Maybe we just boost you back to full. Not always, but sometimes. Fuck. I kind of wasted those weapon power-ups. Okay. I think the next stage is the last one. I know I keep saying I think, but like I said, like I've said several times now, I don't know if I've ever legit finished this. Oh, fuck. And I'm not going to be finishing it today, unfortunately. But that was a pretty good attempt, I think. I'm also going to let this song play. I don't know. This is just a really good high score table theme. Do 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 da 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 da. All right. That was a good attempt at that. So, let's get on to the next game. Might take a second to load up these games because I did finally get my my network drive working again, which hopefully won't die this time. I realize I'm jinxing it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I misspelled the game. So, to be clear, this game that I'm opening has nothing to do with a certain television show. Oh no. Anyway, it stopped here too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this, actually I'm gonna have to put on both of the earbuds for this because there is definitely some stereo shenanigans happening in this track. Alright, here we go now. This in whichever game, the one that I just played, Raiden or Raiden Trad. So let's see. Let's learn how to control this. So R to up gear, L to down gear, or I can just set the transmission to automatic, which I'm probably just gonna do. That's a weird button for acceleration, actually. Okay. So B to accelerate. Yeah, I think this is what I usually play it with, I think. I am gonna leave the gearbox at automatic because whatever. Make sure that's set to kilometers an hour because I'm Canadian. Well, let's race. Starting in Auckland, Australia. 5 laps in a length of 1.1 miles. Nice and sunny morning. We start with no money, so we can't upgrade anything, but just to give you an idea, there's a lot of crap that you can upgrade. And here's the one thing that you do have control over without paying. Let's get going. Win a race without sustaining any damage. I doubt that's gonna happen. Oh, really? It's apparently L and R to move left and right now. Maybe this is not what I had it set to as a kid, but whatever. It is intuitive at the very least. We do have some nitros we can use to hopefully gain some ground. We have to finish at least 10th or we are disqualified. Damn it. This run might not last very long at this rate. There are some weird shenanigans you can do with those overpasses, by the way. Like, if you hit it just the right way, it'll just warp you to the end of the race. Where the hell's the 15th place? There we go. If I lose on the first race, I'm gonna start over. There's usually not this much room between positions, I think. Yeah, this is looking pretty grim. Race over. I didn't think I was going to lose immediately, but here we are. Joke's on you, I don't have a driver's license. Or maybe the joke's on everyone in, Okay, maybe this was it. So Y for acceleration, X for brake, left and right, and L and R for nitro. Let's see if this feels more familiar. Oh, it retained my color. Excellent. Okay. Oh, right. I was pushing the wrong button for Nitro. Damn it. Crash and burn. But yes, because of the Top Gear show, this was called Top Racer in Europe. And later on, they just renamed it to Top Racer in all regions. So if you're looking to play this game, you're looking for Top Racer. Yo, dude. Damn. It's my last one. Make it count. Ah. Get out my face! What the fuck? So you'll notice underneath my gearbox there is a picture of my car, basically, with lines that start in green and progress toward red. That is the armor, and if you get hit in a space that is completely red, you'll basically like come grinding to a halt. You don't, like, your car doesn't explode. Your car can never get destroyed, but it'll just like do a flip and you'll lose so much speed. Anyway, we qualified but didn't get any points, and that is a problem because we also need to top this list. So here we are as Rock. We have no money. Let's go. I'm not gonna get to upgrade anything, am I? Oh, there are ramps too. I forgot about that. And sometimes you can gain nitros during the race like that. There are also money tiles, so you can get money like for running them over during the race. Damn it. So one problem with the cars in this though is like you can't hit the side of a car. You can either hit the front or the back, never the side. Damn it. I'm sorry, I just love the music in this. Fuck. And something that I definitely didn't understand as a kid, sometimes you do have to tap the brakes. Well, 6th. That's better than 7th. I think I got money for that. I got $1,000. Will that buy me anything? Probably not. It's a night race. I can get better tires. I mean, I guess that's something. This is a dry race, so we want better dry tires. I think it's a dry race. Okay. Like, the big thing as well is, like, you need to pay attention to the map and determine when's the best time to use your nitros. Where is everyone? Something very important for later on as well is you do have a limited fuel. And you absolutely can run out of fuel during a race. At that point, you can still technically move, but you will be moving so slow that if you're not already almost at the end, you are going to lose. Like, you can coast to the finish line and that's about it. But hey, first place. It happened. Damn right I qualified. Still 6 points behind Sid, but he's kind of cheating. He has an airship. Off to Sydney, Australia, and this is going to be the last one of this circuit. It's in sets of 4. There's going to be a wet race and in the afternoon, so we need some wet tires. But let's see. Or I could get a gearbox that gets nitro, some armor. Not gonna worry about the armor. I get the gearbox. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna get the gearbox. This might be a mistake. Yeah, once you start getting behind, it is hard to recover, definitely. Oh, this wet race is not going to do anyone any favors. Look at the shape of that. It is, however, only 2 laps, so that helps a little bit. Damn it. Oh! Too far over. Sounds good, Donut. If you can't make it back, have a good night. If you can, well, have a good night anyway, but don't stress too much. I was either gonna wipe out there or on the turn coming up here. Let's be real. Damn it. Not gonna get any more positions. Gonna finish 5th. Is it going to be enough to qualify, to win the circuit, rather? It is going to be enough to qualify, but I still need to win the circuit. And I do not. Oh, okay. Maybe I just need to finish in like the top half? I don't know. Maybe I get a cash bonus? No. Oh, anyway. I'll go one more. Then win or lose, I'm gonna move on to the next game, I think. Fog time! It is really hard to complete a race without taking damage. Because that means do not run into any other racers, and also don't run into any obstacles. But you can run into bonuses, obviously. That's first place over there. Okay, just keep it steady. Oh yeah, there's speed power-ups too. Those will just kind of kick you up to like beyond top speed for a few seconds. And hold on to this nitro. Unless I need it. Oh, there's the speed power-up. Hey, solid first. Going into the fourth lap. Also lapping 20th place. So that is something that you definitely have to contend with. Dun, 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 dun. And no, you don't get anything for lapping anyone. Other than an occasional text pop. There we go. $10,000. Do 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 do. On to London. Nice sunny morning, 6:15 a.m., 4 miles and a 1.7 mile. I wish it can. I do wish it converted it to kilometers if you have kilometers per hour set up. Beep beep beep. Bum 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 bum. I kind of want to save for the new engine. And yeah, as with most racing games, especially of this time, pole position is reverse seated. So if you finished first, then you'll start last. Ooh. Da 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 da. Do do. Do do. Damn it! But yeah, like, another thing that I do know about this game, it does have a specialty chip in it. I don't remember which chip it is, but yeah, it stands to reason to believe that the Super Nintendo probably cannot just handle a game like this. It does need a little bit of help. I don't think I'm going to catch up to fourth. But here's where we start running into fuel issues. I might have to invest in the new fuel tanks sooner rather than later. Not gonna worry too much about it because, like, I'm not gonna be playing through this entire game. Still in first place though. 7:30 a.m. in Sheffield. Nice sunny morning. 3 laps. I might actually need it. Oh yeah, there isn't a fuel tank. Why did I think there was a fuel tank? I think maybe there is a fuel tank in, like, Top Gear 3000? And I do actually own a copy of Top Gear 3000 currently. I didn't as a kid, but I did eventually get my hands on that. It's a lot of the same, but in outer space. Just to give it some extra set dressing. Oh, that's a lot of money. Did lose a little bit of speed there off the track, but that's okay. I'm out of nitro though, so that might cause a bit of a problem. It's kind of funny, if I try to use the nitro now, it just kind of... Also, how is first place so far ahead? Like, what the fuck? Oh, do fuck off. Oh, fourth place, I guess. Should have been third. But I guess that's beyond my reach. In the same category in your head as Aladdin and Bust a Move. I find it surprising that this game would be in a multi-car. Because, like I said, it does require an extra chip. Interesting. Stonehenge in Britain. 3 laps, 2.2 miles. Nice sunny evening. And I can get a new engine. Let's go. There were never any multi-carts that I was able to rent. I did have a couple of them for the NES. Damn. I was doing so well not taking damage there. First place, bitches. Still 4 nitros left. Yeah, it would have been nice though if the extra chipset included an extra sound channel or two, because like the sound does kind of struggle in this game. Hey, Zero. Don't really need to nitro at this point, I don't think, but there's also no reason not to. We're on the last lap. Loser! All right. I think that means we win this circuit. First place, baby. 25 points. And here's a password. You know what? I'm going to save this this password. Maybe I'll come back to this at some point, but for now I'm going to move on to another game. Ah, that was fun. Gonna go a little bit longer before my usual break time, given that we started late. I'm gonna fit one more game into this. And I think the next game that I'm going to play, once it eventually loads, because it takes a while to list all of the files on this network drive every time. So this one, this game is technically banned because it was cease and desisted by Pixar of all people. That's probably a bit of a giveaway if you know the whole story. Let's go from a racing game to a racing game. It's Uniracers. Select YA. You know what? I'm so fast, I'm gonna call my Uniracer Sonic. Well, fuck. Wait, Satan is also not accepted? I honestly didn't know that. Yeah, if you try to enter Sonic, Sega, or apparently Satan, which I'm only now learning, it says not cool enough. So we start with 4 tours. And we're just going to play as many of these as we can until about a half an hour in. So there are 3 kinds of tracks. The ones that are a straight arrow like this are a straight race. The ones that are looping arrow like this are a lap race. And these curvy little fellows are stunt tracks. And this is the straightest of straight races. It is literally just a straight line the entire time. So I'm doing these twists here. You can also do rolls if you want to. But doing stunts increases your speed. Especially since without context I don't think of the hedgehog when I hear the word. Really? Oh, okay. On to Zoom Zoo. Over 3 laps on Zoom Zoo. Our first opponent is named Bronson. There's also Sylvia and Goldwyn. And there might be another one. But only the legendary Uniracers will get to know that name. So you might notice that the track changes color. This is important to note because what color the track is determines whether you should be doing stunts or jumping or anything like that. If the track is red and blue, you should not jump. If it's blue and green, perfect time to do stunts, generally. You do have to be careful to land on the wheel though, or else you will wipe out and lose speed. Ooh, that was close. And it does show you a little graph here. It's kind of neat. So this next one is a stunt track. We're not necessarily getting to the end of this. In fact, it's usually a closed circuit. This is about doing stunts. And here's a stunt you can do. Biff! So the important thing to know about doing stunts is the more you do a given stunt, the less it's worth. Kaboom! 267 points. So there are 5 kinds of stunts, as you can see. There's rolls, flips, twists, V-flips, and megas. So roll is basically turning forward to your facing. Flip is turning backward from your facing. Twist is flipping on your axis. Z-flip is flipping basically like head to toe. And megas are special stunts. Mega X1 is the, I think that's the head bounce. Mega X2 is the tabletop when you go like halfway head to toe and then back. And there are no X3 or X4 that anyone has ever learned of. On to our next straight race. And now we get to see gold tracks. So blue and gold means you're on a bonus part of the track. It's kind of the intended place to be. Solid gold means you should jump immediately, because that will take you to an advantage track. Gold and orange means that you should jump to avoid a goo, basically, that will slow you down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The twist is definitely the safest thing to do, to just like gain small amounts of speed. It might not be enough against the later units, like the later opponents is what I'm trying to say. But is generally enough against Bronson. Over 3 laps on Monster. And this track is sponsored by nobody. Twisters. If you land on a twister, you get sent back to the start of it. Oh, geez. That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. I am probably not going to win this race. I don't know why it fell during the second lap. Loser. Fortunately, there is basically no penalty for losing. Just try it again. Also, there is a bit of a starting boost thing. Oh, come on, really? There is a bit of a starting boost, so if you hold Y and the direction you want to go, and then let go when it says 1, then you'll get a bit of a boost when you start. I don't know why that didn't count as a wipeout. That's weird. Da, 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 da. This music is also very good. Maybe that's why I remember these games so fondly, because they have such good music. What? What do you mean I didn't have the speed? Well, that fucked me over. There's not really any reason to keep doing that. Unfortunately, this game has a little bit of jank, I'm sure you can tell. What? Why did it do that again? Okay, well that wasn't terrible, but that was still kind of crap. Goes without saying as well, if you're on an upward incline, you cannot jump. There we go. Oh, just barely. Whew. That is just barely a new best lap. Look at that. By 0.02 seconds. Anyway, that is bronze on this course. All of the music in this is so good. I really wish like people would do more covers of the music on this. In fact, I'm mostly convinced that if someone were to do like a Uniracers like fan remake or something, nobody would really care, including Pixar. I don't think they have any reason to really be concerned. Okay, on to Shuffler. So, we've got Looper, Mega Jump, Jumps, Flat Fun, and Infinity. Infinity is interesting. It is the shortest lap race. You'll see why. But let's start with Looper, which is, ironically, not a loop. The problem with this not being a lap race is that, like, you don't really get to learn where it is safe to do stunts unless you do it a few times. And you absolutely need to learn where to do stunts when you're going up against Sylvia or Bronson. Here comes Mega Jump. And you. Oh, you can. Ooh, Galactic. That was a closer race than I thought it was. Wow. Only about half a second. Time for some stunts on jumps. 58 points. That's super easy. I'm already at 56. Dang. Double wipeout. Wipeout. Wipeout flip. Not quite as commanding of a performance as the first one, but it'll do. Now time for flat fun, which is probably not going to be that flat. What? Why didn't it ramp? Dang it. Yeah, if you can manage to actually make that jump, that is a pretty good time save, actually. One that is absolutely required on later levels. And now time for Infinity. Like I said, it's an interesting one. 7 laps. Sounds long, really isn't. Yes, it's the infinity symbol. There we go. And that is another one done with bronze. So I'm going to go back to Crawler now. Now you see it says silver, right? So if we go to Dragster, we're racing against Sylvia. Sylvia is definitely going to be a little harder to deal with. But as long as I can keep up the pace on rolls, not a problem. Now, if you're going up against Goldwyn, you really have to bring it. Like, you miss one, you're probably not winning the race. Now, here is the thing. See how it says silver? Okay, maybe it's too late now. And change that to bronze. And then you're racing against Bronson. Now you might think, well, Coolio, that's not going to count, right? And that's reasonable to think that you can't get a silver medal by racing against Bronson. Well, I'm gonna show you something when we're done here. Yeah, didn't do so well. If you go to bowl, the qualifying score is now 137. It was 68. I'm going to call it here, but suffice it to say, if I were to keep going and clear this this set again, I will get a silver medal out of that. I don't know if this is probably not an intentional feature, but that's how I got most of my golds back then, because then the only thing that you have to worry about getting, like, doing better is the stunt track. Naturally, this doesn't work against the final course because you only get to do it at the hardest difficulty. Anyway, I'll take us to our break. So y'all can take a moment, get something to drink, go to the bathroom if you need to, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, stretch your teeth, and in about 10 to 15 minutes, we got 3 more games that that were relevant to my childhood, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know how I was trying to say it, but that's what I was trying to say. Anyway, before I further embarrass myself, I'll see you in a bit.